audio. Oh my goodness.
Hello. All right.
Now we're live. Everything you just saw
Now you should have
was
sound. Sorry, everybody. That's my bad for not checking the sound. We
not.
were working so much on cameras. So forget what we said. Howdy, everybody. I'm the Brandt.
I'm Larry.
Tell us if you can hear us now. It might be on a little bit of a delay. So we're here at the portal. Welcome to Step Into the Portal. We're playing Marvel Crisis Protocol. Sorry, the first couple minutes there you had no sound. I think you should have sound now, though. So people will let us know here. Oh, that's my bad. I had the sound muted. In terms of that, now they can hear us. Awesome. So we're going to play Marvel Crisis Protocol. We've got some different camera angles and things. This is a game from Atomic Mass Games. Larry said some really cool, interesting stuff at the beginning, too, about the setup. So we've got cameras that don't have our faces. So that's one thing we want to let you know. We've got kind of this poor one here. But we're going to be taking you through, and you'll see some of these cool, nice painted miniatures. So Atomic Mass Games produces this, and we're going to try some minis games. So, but you won't see my face. You will see us. So we've got kind of this cool view, and you can see me here, top down. And you can see these awesome minis that we have for the various terrain in the game. Really nice. And then our various models that we'll have here. Oh, sorry, I gotta get Doc Ock up somewhere else. I showed you Doc Ock already. Okay. Red Skull we played with last week.
I picked 6 cards for you, Brandt.
Oh,
they're
thank you.
reasonable.
Yeah, we're really doing a primer game here. Larry's played a few times, but I haven't really played at all, so bear with us. We really want to show off the game more than show how well we know the game. In terms of, there you go, Hulk! So check it out. Let us know if this is something you're interested in the comments. Before I said to people, normally we're doing Marvel Champions on Thursdays, and we will probably try to play some Marvel Champions after this, but we really wanted to highlight this one on a Marvel Day to get minis games going in terms of all that. So I think Larry's going to get a few more things. Do you need a few more things to get ready while I show some of this stuff?
You can show off. I'm just going to set my guys up, my team.
So this isn't the best camera for showing here, but there's that. So I don't know. You have to tell us how the view looks. We thought this would be really good with a minis game to kind of have this sideways view. I know a couple things get cut out. If I get really close here, you can't see in terms of that, but we should be generally pretty good. And then we've got the top-down camera here as well, but we went with that one being a little bit smaller. These were painted by somebody named Garrett, who's a regular at our store, The Portal, and he did a great job for sure.
Yeah, Brant and I have been talking. We got some other people. We're going to look to bring minis games a little more to the fold on the channel, on different days, maybe with different people. So we got some people in the works to help paint some stuff for other games like Monster Apocalypse and 40K and Legion. So we're going to show some other, we're going to keep doing the Marvel cards and some other board games, but we're going to try to get a separate minis thing going. So Brant, what I did was I used that and just wherever you want, just put
in front of it or behind it?
Just in front of it.
Okay.
That we did it the same for each of us. So if it's slightly off from what the rules basically say, put them within an area, and this kind of gives us that area.
I'm hiding Ultron behind the Fisk.
The Fisk construction supervisors thing. Awesome. So one of the things that's interesting about this game is for range of attack, you have, and Brant, where's the best place to show these? You have 2, 3, 4, and 5, which are also painted.
Right here. This camera's your best one.
So this is your range. So this is a short range, level 2 attack or range 2. Or range 3 is a little longer. Looks like Scarlet Witch's magic there, right?
Yeah.
4 looks like Thor's lightning. A little longer. And then 5 is like a fire blast. It's really long. So that's for attacking. So there's nothing other than those ranges. And then for movement, you either have short, medium, or long. And what's nice about these is they move and fit to your base. So you put one end, and then you position it, and then you put your base at the other end after you move. And again, they're short, which I think this is like super speed. I think this is like Hulk jump, the medium. and then the long is like flight, and because you can tell because they show the artwork of someone flying for those. So that's the two main mechanics of the game: moving and attacking. The range is determined by these.
Nice.
We have a round tracker. The max rounds are 6. We have 2 victory point tokens here to track our victory points. And Brandt, why don't you read or explain how how 2 players would come about those missions, and then we could read what those are.
Yeah, so a couple things. Let us know about the cameras. So you could see we put the top-down view as the small camera. So I know it's very hard to see this stuff, but Larry's got his general characters, his heroes in front of him. Dials, we've got this. We know it's probably going to be hard to see some of this unless you're watching on like a TV or something. But let us know if that makes sense. We thought we really wanted to show off this view. So we've got that one. Let us know about that. But realize, we may reference some stuff. And then you don't have our faces on camera, which we generally think is a good thing so we can interact with people.
I see you on camera, though, Brandt. Is the overhead up? And I just
no,
don't see
so
it?
This is the preview camera.
Oh,
this is if I switch cameras, what they'll see.
Okay.
But they can't
so right
see
now
that.
we're just seeing this camera, not the overhead.
Yeah, they're just seeing that.
So are we not doing the overhead, or we are?
Nope, the overhead is right here in the corner.
Oh, I am so blind.
No, it's hard to see. It's small for
all right,
us.
so we do have the overhead as well.
On the phone,
okay,
you could see
cool.
better. So let us know about that. The other thing is that we're really trying to increase numbers for the channel, get eyes on it, especially. So we've been telling people like and subscribe, share the channel with other people. It really helps. And we did it last week, and 25 people subscribed.
Yeah.
So,
and like we said, we are looking to expand
helpful.
the repertoire of things we show on the channel. And
yep.
I would say in the next few months, or especially when summer comes and we have a little more time, we might look to redesign and have some categories and something a little easier to find certain games or certain type.
And adding streamers to the channel is another goal, so that it's more than just us.
The second home studio,
week.
possibly with this camera.
Right.
And things like that. And also, it's really funny, those of you that cannot see this, we're both doing it. We both keep looking at you, or what we think is
so
you.
Used to talking to you.
Yeah, exactly. So every time Brandt and I talk, we look over to this computer area, and nothing's there. And why we don't just look at each other and talk. But so go ahead, Brandt.
All right. So what happens is each player would come with 3. I don't know the difference between these. 3 red and 3 blue missions.
Yeah, one's like a critical
Secure
something.
Threat, extraction.
Yeah, one's extractions, one's secure.
So you have these cards here, and each player would come with 3 of each, and then one player would end up picking if they want blue or red. The other player would then get their blue or red. You have 3 of them. You shuffle. You pick 2, and then of those 2, you pick the one you want. The other player picks the one. And then they have point totals at the top. It just so happens that the 2 we're doing are both 17. You don't sum those. You pick one of those point totals. And so the point total would come in as one of those numbers. So that's where we've got 17 for all of those.
And there's a roll for priority at the beginning. Brandt got priority, so he was the one to choose blue or red. And then the point value, the person with priority, once both are chosen, will choose, let's say it was 14 and 20. Brandt with priority would say, I want to play 20 points versus 14 points.
Right. And then if you look at characters, we'll go through these cards a whole bunch, but if you look at a character card, man, this is hard to get on this camera. So right here, it tells me that Ultron, is 4 points, and that's how I get there. Yeah, hi, Brian. Good to see you. Yes, more games with you and Steve of Champions specifically. I'm not sure that we could do Crisis Protocol via Zoom. That sounds like a horrible
definitely be
plan.
hard. And to Brandt's point, when you come to a game, you come with 10 characters. And then once the value's decided of your 10 characters, you make that point total. And then, for example, I'm taking the Avengers card, which basically lists the Avengers characters, and it has a leader, which is Captain America. If half of my team or more are Avengers, it allows me to use Captain America's leader ability on his card. Brandt, I believe, has Red Skull and the Cabal, and as long as half of his characters fit the Cabal, which I think 4 of your 5 do. I don't know that Doc Ock is a Cabal member.
Right, no, he's not.
You get to use that leader card. So it's another interesting thing they do. Then you usually bring 8 of these, which I love these cards because the art on the back is all different. And then they're not secret. It's not like a deck. They're action cards that can be played based on when the card tells you. So Brandt and I just picked 6 for Brandt and 6 for me. That I picked some Cabal ones, I picked some Avenger ones, and then some other ones that look like they made sense. And we'll see how they do. Neither one of us are trying to win this game as much as we're trying to show the terrain is destructible. Characters can throw terrain, throw characters. They can jump. They shoot special powers. There's a lot of. It's very heroic, for lack of a better analogy.
It's very physical, right? Like
Correct.
you can pick things up and you can move things around. It's got that element to it. I am trying to win this game.
Oh, okay.
No, but I know what you mean in terms of that. So what is the special ability that I can use? Oh, Affiliation Cabal. Got it. Master
Correct.
of Evil. Okay.
It should have a star.
Yeah, so basically then somebody goes first and we just take turns activating our heroes, right?
Yeah, and I have some check
Characters.
marks here, which I'm going to give myself 4, and I think you need 5. So after a player goes, you put a check mark on them that shows they've activated.
And we'll try to put it, I guess, next to them.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll do that with health or power tokens because I think it'll get a little convoluted. Yeah. And then, so these 2 things we have in play, we tried to make them pretty simple. So Infinity Formula goes missing.
There's yours.
I don't think I could read upside down. I was going to try to show it for that camera there. Place 4 Serum Canisters. So we've got these on the board, and it tells us as shown in map B. And then players score 1 victory point for each one they are securing. So securing is if you're within short range?
Yep.
Okay. And is it total points within short range, whoever has the most? Or is it just every model in short range?
Correct. So if I had 2 and you had 1, I'd be securing it.
Okay, gotcha.
That's my understanding. It's been a long time since I've played.
And then during the power phase, characters contesting a Serum Canister gain 1 power. So we're going to gain power tokens that we can then spend to do our various special abilities when we attack each other. You also gain power tokens. Oh, yes, it is a PvP game. We are very specifically heroes. In fact, Avengers versus the Cabal. So, yeah, it's a little hard to see. You could see Hulk here. If you look at the overhead camera, you could probably see him a little bit better.
Once we get them on the board, they'll be much more
further.
visible.
We're trying something new with the camera, so we'll see how it works, and we'll reevaluate. But we wanted to try to get a cool view for the minis. So yeah, we're trying to get victory points. Is it 16 victory points wins the game, or 6 rounds?
Yep.
Awesome. And then we have 3 decoys, which are these that are out, and you can score 2 points if you control. If a character they control is holding the scroll agent during the cleanup phase. So you roll 2 dice. If either one is a crit, that player picks up the scroll agent. So scrolls infiltrate world leadership.
So are the scrolls are these civilians, I assume?
Yeah. So you pick them up, and then if you roll a crit, then that one becomes the scroll agent.
Okay.
And all the decoys leave, and there's just 1 scroll agent.
Okay.
You got to take that call?
No, I was going to get a scroll agent, but we don't need it yet if
Yeah,
we need to roll a crit for it. So
that's what we're doing. We'll put these cards here. They don't need to be super visible. It's basically that we can get victory points for being near these or finding the scroll agent, which is a little bit of a random roll.
Right.
In terms of all that, but.
And you go first, and I left this for you.
Okay.
We each, at the start of the turn, get a power token.
Yeah.
All your abilities basically cost power to do. Superpowers cost power. Moving doesn't.
So you have these already from some kind of OP kit or something?
Yeah, I don't even know where.
So the game comes with cardboard tokens.
Well, I know where, the portal.
Ones.
I just don't know, in what iteration.
It is funny that, people will seek out promo items and they just come to us.
Yes.
And in COVID, they come to us and there's nowhere for them to go without tournaments. So yeah, we're getting these power tokens, and then our character cards tell us what we can do. Yeah, that's why we made the Street View camera bigger, just because we thought that would be more interesting for people to look at. But I'm realizing now that some of the minis are harder to see. But as we move forward, we should clash in the middle here. Should be good. I may even make an effort to be over here.
Yeah, well, we got 3 tokens there.
Yeah, I guess they'll be a little weird here. And this Daily Bugle we put front and center.
They see that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right, good.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so take your first. Oh, here's the.
So it's pretty simple. When you activate a character, they move, and then they can do an attack, right?
Yep.
It's that simple. They get 2 actions.
Right, you can move, attack.
Yeah. And then you just roll dice, you trigger an ability, and you attack in terms of that. And their movement is on the characters.
Yep.
So
It's the second number. The first number is their health.
movement and the health.
And the movement will say S, M, or L.
Yep. And then is that the height that they can climb?
That's their height.
Oh, their height.
Yep.
And then you have some
points.
defense dice here. What is their actual? Oh, the range would be on the attack itself.
Correct.
All right. I'll try to show that on when Larry's taking a turn or something here. So let me go with Doc Ock and just move this way. I think I keep it nice and simple. So I'm going to move almost, right into view there in front of everybody. So there's a token right here that I want to try to be in short range of.
Is that the one you want to be in short range of, the canister?
Yes.
I didn't.
These are the ones you go to and you roll.
Okay.
And if you roll, and the first person to find the scroll agent gets them.
Okay.
So then I imagine you have to beat somebody up and you make them drop the scroll agent and then you can pick it up.
Okay.
But you are limited to slow movement once you have the scroll agent. And once we find a scroll agent, there aren't any others. There's just one. So these are decoys that you have to try to find. So then I'd have a second action. Is there anything I can do outside of attack, superpower?
Right, which is use one of your powers.
Okay. So I could move again if I wanted to try to be kind of in between those. And I can interact with this to try to... So maybe I'll just move further. Get right in front of the camera. This can bend just a little. So I will end up right here. In front of the car. Perfect.
And then is it an action to roll to see if you... Or is it at the end of the phase?
Interact.
All right, so that would be an action. Okay.
Yeah. And so then Doc Ock is gone.
And he's given me a perfect opportunity to try to attack him, maybe. We'll see. We'll go with Captain Marvel here. She also is medium range, even though she has flight. You would think she has long range, but she's not that fast, I guess. She has flight and immunity poison. I hope you have poison over there because she's immune. She's going to go there.
I don't feel like they ever pull out speed with Captain Marvel over strength. Strength seems to be the big, right?
Her longest range is 4, which I don't think I actually have range to attack you. So I think I am also going to...
I think you've got range to attack me. 4? This?
You think so?
Really close?
Just about. But instead, I think what I'll do is move again. And I'll move like so that I'm controlling...
Does flight just allow it so that you can... go up and around things however you want.
Exactly.
Nice and simple.
And then I put my check mark, and now we have 2 characters in range of the camera. I think, right? Where's Marvel? Yeah, she's there.
So Baron Zemo is a quick mover. He can move long range, so maybe I will run towards that center decoy. Unless I want to have more over here. Imagine, though, his attacks are very short range. The range on their attacks is interesting. It's relatively far.
Yeah, if they're depending on what they're doing, right? If they're swinging with a sword, I would think it would be short. It would be 2.
It's going to kind of put me in no man's land. But I guess I'll just move a second time. So the question is if I want to move here, or if I want to move towards this one to be set up. I guess those ones are worth 2 points, and if I get myself more rolls... Although I have no reason to be majorly in front of it.
You don't want me to shoot you? How close do you have to be within short range, I assume?
I would think it's just short range. It would be weird to be adjacent.
Alrighty.
It doesn't actually say, so I'm assuming interact is always within short range, right? Yeah, or maybe it's range 2?
I think everything is when it's one or the other. Or it might be is it the width? It might be the width of this, Brant.
Oh, gotcha.
If I remember correctly, actually, now that I'm thinking of it. I'm going to go with Captain America, who moves at medium range. And he's going to go try to control this other... And he's going to go here.
Oh. It isn't an action unless specified by the crisis.
Oh, good. So then... You can roll for that one and that one.
Yep. I'm just trying to find interact in here. Line of sight, I'm not going to worry about too much.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory.
So I'm just going to give myself another 20 seconds of looking for interact in here. Within range 1.
Yeah, so range 1 is
half of that.
Is this.
Okay.
Well, it's the width of any of these.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Which you are.
They spend a power token. Okay, so I have to spend these to interact. So I will go back and retroactively do that. Here.
And how many do you get to roll?
2. I'm trying to figure out like the best place to roll is almost here.
Did you get a crit?
I got a crit, right?
That's a crit?
Is that a crit?
That's a crit.
Yes.
So
this would be the decoy. That one would not. Or this would be the scroll agent.
all right.
You've got one somewhere?
Yep. It's still your turn because Cap is already gone.
Okay. So now he has to move slow. Gotcha. So now I got a big target painted on my head.
Right, I guess I should have had these be them, and then if it is,
there you go.
you flip.
So I'm gonna. You know what? I'll put that next to Doc Ock. That way people know. I don't think it'll be too big a deal there. All right. So now we know where we're going. So Red Skull is gonna take off and run that way. He moves at medium speed. He'll move here, and then he will move here, get right next to the VW. Oh no, it's a taxi of some sort.
Make sure you stay within 1 of that, though.
No, it's within 2, right? Oh, securing. So I don't know what that is.
I think securing is like activating. I think it's
that's fine.
in the one.
Can you go less than the distance of the thing? I assume you can just kind of bend it.
Yeah, you just got to
get there,
manipulate. All right, what do we want to do here? I think we want to see what Hulk can do. Hulk smash. He moves short. He's just going right at Zemo, baby. Here comes the Hulk.
Yep, within range 1, you were right.
Here comes the Hulk. Here comes the Hulk. Hulk smash. Hulk double moved. Check mark.
Wow, this is fast.
Yeah, like I said, this is not like those other games. This doesn't take a long time.
Yeah, I definitely pictured a lot more. I guess because you don't even have like units of models. Armada has so many cards, right? That's what was kind of slowing us down there. All right, Crossbones is a slow mover. I really want to head that way, but I guess Baron Zemo will have to take care of that. Although I don't actually think I can even get to that token. Small, not quite. Well, maybe.
Yeah, Ultron will probably be able to get to it.
Just outside.
I have Iron Man. Iron Man moves medium. And does he have any good? Oh, he has a range 5 that costs 2, which I can't do yet, but he has a range 4.
Oh, wow. There's tons of people talking here. I'm sorry, everybody. I can actually see your chat today. Hello. A person named Garrett from our store painted all of these minis? Yep, so it wasn't either
including
of us.
The cars and the dumpsters. I mean, look at the detail on these dumpsters.
Cold pizza, no. The core box is 10. Sorry, Larry and I are answering different questions. The core box is 10. There's 5 villains and 5 heroes. Most of the painted stuff, plus Hulk, most of this is... My side is almost all from the core box. I can't remember if Baron Zemo's in the core box.
Yep.
Okay. And Larry's is except Hulk, I think, actually.
Yep.
But there's only 10. There are...
I must have over 50 models
50
already.
models out by now. They have absolutely steamrolled them out. So, actually, yeah, you're right. Other than Hulk, these are all from the core box. That's what you were asking. But Larry's got, 50 models, some unpainted still.
You have Thanos, and there's actually missions where you could play co-op against Thanos or against Ultron. So there's some pretty cool options for this. So it doesn't always have to be PvP, so to speak. It could be cooperative. There are ways to do it, or one versus many, where one player plays a big... Ultron's got a triple card. Like, it's so big. He's got a regular player card for when you play him as a character. Not Ultron, I'm sorry, Thanos. Or you could play the Thanos mission where there's a giant Thanos card.
Gotcha.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, painting is part of this hobby. So for a lot of people, Larry went out and got his painted by somebody else so that they would look cool. But yeah, it's definitely an element of it. So there are just other games to play in my mind, right? But this is a big part of our store that we haven't really covered on the channel. Probably in the long run, Larry would probably be doing a lot more miniatures games, but I wouldn't be doing as many. I'm not against them, but I'm in the similar boat of like the assembling and the painting are not.
Though
I love
Star
Legion,
Wars,
and I painted those, so we should do that at some point.
Yep.
And I love Armada; those come pre-painted.
Yep.
So I'm not, by no means am I saying I hate these games. I don't want to make it sound otherwise. So I just get to go again? Is that what you were trying to tell me?
Yeah, no, I'm just curious.
I'm trying to answer the question.
How's our camera view now that there's people in the middle of the board? Is it a good view to see everybody?
There's going to be about a 10-second delay on that.
I'm
just going to back him up, I imagine, if I just bent that more, right?
Yep. And then we go, and you got the rules there for end phase for how we determine order of grabbing victory points and all that.
All right, players score victory points from crisis cards. So I believe you have 2.
Yep, 2 of these potion things, and you have 2.
And then I get 2 points for the scroll.
So you're at 4, I'm at 2, and then player passes to me.
Yep. Do we have a token for first player? Or...
I'm sure there's something, but
resolve player effects. We didn't fight anything there.
Yep. No. Well, your first round is tough to fight.
Dazed. Remove all damage tokens. So is dazed when you get flipped over to the other side? I'm guessing.
Oh, it's been a while. Yes, I believe so, because you can't get. Yeah, you're dazed, then you recover. So like I can't knock you down and kill you in the same turn. You get what I'm saying? Like once you get knocked, you're knocked.
Oh, similar to Verse.
Right.
Got it.
All right, so Doc Ock has this. Oh, we all gain a energy.
We all get a power token.
Are they power tokens? I always think of them as energy, but I think you're right. I think they are called power tokens, and I
think it's power. And if you take damage, you gain that many tokens.
That's where it's tricky. Like I'm going to give you.
Yeah, they call them power. Yeah, you're going to lay waste to Doc Ock.
So I'm going to do an energy blast, which is range 4 with Captain Marvel.
Yeah, we tried something different. I see Crossbones is here. Ultron's actually here. They're going to be a little bit tough to see.
Can people see I have range to Doc Ock with Captain Marvel?
Yeah, Doc Ock is sticking up right above our above view camera. So we also right here have the above view camera where you could see some of those. Obviously, if you're looking on a phone, that's going to be very small. But we're just trying something different.
After this attack resolves, I gain 1 power token, and I can re-roll any number of attack dice for this attack. So it's range 4, its strength is 4, and it's a physical attack, so I'm using my... So you would use your defense would be... Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's an energy attack. It's the yellow circle.
Yep.
So your defense would be the yellow.
So what Larry's doing right now, just so people can see, he's picking one of these special abilities, and he has to spend power tokens. So the first number on here, sorry, it's hard for me to hold that to the camera and see it. The first number is going to be the range. The next number is going to be the number of dice he rolls, and the last one's going to be how much power he has to spend. And then it'll tell him, like, this one's yellow, so then I'm going to roll my yellow defense, which is going to be strength, mystical. No, the blue is mystical, and the other one's energy.
Yep.
So those are the different types of defense. I have 3 defense.
All right. Here's your dice back.
Yeah, the more you can roll right there. Do you want to move this now? Would it be easy to roll?
Leave it there. I could roll fine there.
All
so
right.
I have a special ability.
So those count as hits as well as they trigger if that action has a special ability.
Which it doesn't, but they count as hits. And the energy blast lets me re-roll any number of attack dice, so I will re-roll these 2. And get
so
a
3 hits.
hit. So I have 3 hits.
All right. And I have 5 health.
Yep.
So I get 3 dice to defend with.
Yep.
And I roll a shield. And is the wild a block?
I don't think so for defending. You could double check that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the crit counts as a block and an attack, I think. I think the swirly's only for attacking, so I think you're taking 2.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. And after this
the defender
attack,
counts up criticals, wilds, and blocks. So I would block 2.
so you take 1 damage.
So I take 1 damage, and then I gain 1 power token.
Yep, and I gain a power because the energy blast says gain a power. Now that I've gained the power, I have 3. I'm able to do my rocket punch for my last ability. I spend 3. If I roll a wild, I get to stagger you. And it is an energy again, so same defense, but this time
this is Captain Marvel attacking me?
Yeah, it's 3 range. It's a rocket punch. Have the range.
It's interesting how you don't move up.
On the rocket punch?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say I do on this attack, so. And she has other abilities, which I don't need to do. Energy, so when I'm defending against an energy attack, yeah, okay, I'm not doing that right now. So let's see if we can kill Brandt here. Do I have a card I want to play?
Oh, by the way, if you daze him, then he drops the scroll.
Okay.
Wow.
I have a crit.
So that means you get to roll 1 additional
And a
die,
regular.
right?
I don't remember the skull.
Yeah, I don't think the skull. I was looking that up too.
There's certain things that'll ask you to roll for skulls. I did get another hit. Oh, no, that's a defense.
Oh, you just can't re-roll a skull.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay.
All right. So you've got 1, 2 hits there, and you rolled an additional die, Larry?
I did. I re-rolled.
Okay. And
For
did you
the-
roll an additional die for the crit?
Yes.
Okay. So you got 2 hits on me,
Yep.
and this is the same energy?
Yep. Wow, what a terrible roll on my part with
That was
7
rough.
dice. Not what I wanted.
And I think those are both misses, though, so I think I take 2 damage.
Yep.
Because I think I have to roll blocks or crits or wilds. So that's giving me more damage, though, so Doc Ock has 4 power to trigger. And 3s. We're not really showing them, but there are little 3 damage tokens, and he has 5 health. Then once he does that, he would be dazed. He'd flip to his other side, and then he's got 6 health on that side, and then I guess he's out of the game after that.
Yes, you got to knock him out twice, basically.
That's cool, though, that it's just a short match and you can be knocked out, right?
Yep.
Kind of cool, so. All right, so my best bet is to go with Doc Ock before he dies. So he's got a strike, which is range 3, and he's got arm lasers, which are range 4.
Yeah, I rolled a lot of dice and did not do a lot of hits. That is the joy of rolling, dice games.
Yeah.
and combat minis games. Sometimes you
This is actually
do
interesting.
well.
He can actually pick up this token and throw it.
Doc Ock can.
Yeah, so I could actually throw it this way, so it's more in my favor. Kind of interesting. Or I guess I could throw that one. Oh, no, it's an interactive feature. Okay, gotcha.
Right, so you could pick up that car and throw that car.
Or an enemy character.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, let's just tack Captain Marvel back. So I've got arm lasers. It
Yeah.
ignores line of sight, and the defending character doesn't benefit from cover, which I don't know we're going to get into a lot of cover here, but we'll try to.
Yeah, well, especially because she has flight, so I think I picture her up here and you see her pretty easily.
All right. Change one of the defending character's dice to a blank. So one of your successes I can change to a blank.
On defense.
Oh, if I roll a wild.
If you roll a wild.
So I got 6 dice.
Oof. Did this cost you some energy?
3
least?
energy.
Oh, good. Thank
So it's
goodness.
all you beating on me there.
Attacking first, not necessarily a benefit unless...
So that's 2 hits, and then I can... Is this a reroll or is it an additional roll? It's kind of the same thing as long as they're blanks, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I got 3 hits on you,
Okay,
and it's
no
an energy
wilds.
attack.
All right, so I have energy absorption.
Oh, right.
So if I roll any wilds, I get to change your dice to blank and I gain a power. So I'm actually hoping to roll some wilds here. You want to move those so I'll show the camera my crappy rolls that I've been getting.
Didn't move it very much, did I?
Well, I blocked all 3.
Yep. Nice. So I think you'd only trigger one of those crits, right? Is that what it was saying? If you roll a crit, you just get an additional roll.
Well, I don't know if it's an addition, if it's a reroll or an additional die.
It says players only roll additional dice for criticals once per roll. Oh, they must mean if you roll 2, the rerolls. If the rerolls crit, they don't
so it is a reroll. So it is.
So you would get rolls
die
to try to get energy.
to get
right?
the. Which I
You got a wild, so you gain 1 power.
Yeah, I cancel one of yours, which doesn't matter, but I gain a power.
So that's interesting. When you block, you can still gain
Only energy for.
And
her.
can I attack twice?
Yep, you have 2 actions.
So my other one is a range. I didn't measure range 4. I assumed that was
Yep,
fine.
yeah, you're range 3.
Range 3. My other option, I guess, is to run.
But you can only move short, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah. So I'm probably better just try to attack again. And am I allowed to pre-measure?
Sure, it's a friendly game. Okay. Oh, but you have the range. I already attacked you with a 3.
Okay. I mean, I figured that was what I just didn't pay attention, but of course, on stream, not paying attention is different from tournament not paying attention, right? All right, so this one is free. It's a strike. After it resolves, this character gain an energy equal. They almost all have this strike where you just hit and then you gain energy equal to the damage you do.
Right, and it's range 3.
Yep.
And
However, if I roll a wild, every hit counts twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Flurry of arms. Oh, that's cocked.
Thank God. You still hit me 3 times, though, huh?
3 times.
Someone rolled
And
better
it's
than me.
strength.
So this is red, so I don't get
Red.
my energy absorption.
Or might, it might be called.
So this could hurt. I take damage, so I gain an energy.
Yeah, I mean, the nice part, damage is there. It's funny you don't have acrylic damage tokens. That must be the next OP kit, you know?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
It's fine. It's not like anybody can, well, people could see yours. They can't see mine.
Oh, and then you got to put a check
heroes
mark
are right
on
here.
Doc Ock.
So did I do some damage to her?
Yep, 1.
And what's her health?
6, so she's got 5 left. My character's a little more I mean, I have 40 or 5, so that means I have slightly more.
Right, and I've got 2 more activations, or 1 more activation.
Before it gets out of hand, I think Hulk's just got to do something. I mean, he's right here. I have a thunder clap, which is well. First things first, we're gonna strike because it's free, and it's range 2, which we are within range 2 of each other.
Oh, every turn he gets a free strike?
Well, his strike costs 0.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant by free.
No, that's fine. I was just gonna say that would be crazy.
Strongest ones there is inner rage. Oh, he gains an additional 2 during the power phase, so he's actually at 6 power. That's nuts. Okay.
Wait. Why 6?
Inner rage. During the power phase, this character gains an additional 2.
An additional 2.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Exactly. You won't like me when I'm at add 1 to this character's attack for every 3 damage he's taken.
And I did 1 damage to her, and I rolled a crit.
Oh, check this out. Additionally, if this character would flip its stat card to injured, KO it instead. So he does not get injured. He does not flip over.
So he's nothing on the other side?
Correct.
What's his health?
20.
Oh.
Hulk smash. This isn't a Marvel Champions Hulk.
So they basically, what we said for Champions, he's immune to KO. He's immune to stun.
Right.
He's not going to get stunned. He's just going to die.
All right. So
it'd be funny if it was like instead he turns to Bruce.
Oh, that's interesting. All right, I'm going to Hulk smash you for 4. 1, 2.
Yeah, no, it's additional dice. We're just re-rolling because we don't have any re-rolls, so rather than putting more dice in the camera. But yeah, we realize it's an additional roll. Thank you, though.
Yep, so we're going to Hulk smash. It costs 4 power.
There you go.
4 power gone. and it's range 2, which we measured. It's 8 dice, and it's got 2 different wild abilities. One is stagger and one is throw. So if I get the one we want, I will throw you. Oh, and hang on a second. I could add dice. Can I re-roll? Am I within? Yes, I am within. If Hulk is within range 2 of another ally token that is not holding an asset, he may spend 3 to play the play. Oh, place the other. That's pretty cool. I'll do that after. Oh. Oops. There goes the mic. Ready?
You got enough slack?
I just stepped on it. All right. Hold on.
The thing, no, it's on. It's clipped onto you.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Can you do it?
Or not, because I'm terrible. So, Brandt, look what I rolled here. I rolled.
Who are you attacking? Oh, this is Hulk attacking Zemo?
Yep, I rolled 2 crits, so I go 2 extra dice.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
Yep.
And I could either stagger or throw you. Instead of throwing you, I'll stagger you because you'll gain the stagger special condition.
So I have to go look that up?
Well, how much life do you have?
21.
Because you might not survive it.
He has 5. And you did 6 damage or 7?
6.
All right. So I got 3, and I blocked 1, 2. So that's going to be 4, and I survive?
Yep, and you're staggered.
All right. All right, and I can counter-strike you.
What?
It's not that good, but it's...
What?
And I took 4 damage. So I get 4 power. This is the tricky part of leaving somebody with 1 health, right? So I can spend 2, and after I'm attacked, I can use this power. If the attacker's within 3, roll 4 dice and deal a damage for each
Skull,
crit.
right? Or skull?
For each crit or wild roll.
Or wild. All right. Some of those cards are like, that's when the skulls matter. 4. You got it?
So I rolled 1 crit and 1 wild, so I do 2 damage to Hulk.
Oh, Hulk angry.
It's not really that good. I assume he would gain 2 power from that,
Yep.
but not be able to block it.
Yep. And then I am going to first play. I'm going to kill you, hopefully first, then play. I'm just going to strike you. 3, 6 dice. Hulk strikes for 6. I have 1 crit. There's no. Oh, I do have a push.
So it's nice this time because the laptop's right next to me and I can easily read this, but it makes it so you can't interact as
Right.
much.
That's
with
a
people.
4 damage to you, and I could push you before damage is dealt away small, which I think I will.
There, you were trying not to win this game, you said.
I know, I'm just rolling good dice. I apologize. So now, go ahead and you got
What did you get?
4 damage.
And I assume it's all strength with Hulk? Red?
Except Thunderclap is energy, but I didn't use Thunderclap.
You got 4 hits, you said?
Yep.
And I blocked 1.
Yep.
So I take 1.
Which flips you.
I assume I gain a power. For the 1, it says you can't gain beyond getting dazed. So I assume I would gain 1 and then be dazed, right?
Yep. And now you can't be hit the rest of the turn, I believe.
I can't go.
Right, till next turn.
Yeah.
We'll just lay you down.
Which is interesting. I lose an activation, right?
Right. And now I'm going to gamma launch with a card. I have this
Okay.
cool, here's the artwork for
Oh,
the
I forgot
card.
about the cards.
And it says, if Hulk is within 2, which he is of Iron Man, and he's not holding an asset or a civilian token, he's not, I may spend 3 to play this card. Place the allied character within 5 of its current position. So basically, Iron Man goes, boom. And I am good.
Nice.
And Hulk smash. Hulk went.
Yeah, he did. All right. So I guess I need to get Red Skull going here.
Oh my God, I have a card called Anger Management. I could actually damage Hulk with another character on my team to give him damage and power tokens, which damage gives him more dice. That's interesting.
So this is interesting. My affiliation, my Cabal affiliation is in play at all times?
Correct.
Okay, so anytime one of my characters deals 1 or more damage, they gain an additional power token. Or they gain a power token.
That's his.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm just going to give 1 to Doc Ock. I don't remember how many times he does damage.
Mine is each time I reduce the cost of the first. I reduced the cost of the first superpower played by every character, so Hulk spent 1 less. I did do that for Captain Marvel. I didn't realize it was every character. So.
All right. Ultron.
Yeah, that's the one thing about this game, people at home. Once you play it a few times and you know who you're using, the abilities will become more second nature. For us, not having really played yet, each character has 5 or 6 text boxes to read and see what they have. So,
all right, I'm going to go with Ultron, and I'm going to Energy Blast Cap.
I'm going to deflect it with my shield and kill you.
So it's 5 dice and it's free, and every damage I do, I gain a power. So he basically has his strike from a distance.
Is it energy or fist?
Energy.
All right, so I have a vibranium shield. I wasn't joking. When this character is targeted by a fist or an energy attack, it may use this superpower, add 2 dice to this character's defense roll. So if I wanted to, I could. So go ahead and attack me.
And if you roll any crits on your defense, I get to roll an additional die.
And he has a bodyguard ability if you were attacking someone else.
So many freaking abilities.
Yeah.
I got 2 hits.
2 hits. And this was, I don't think I'm going to use his ability. I think I'm just going to straight up try to block this because I have 4 dice. I don't think I need to use the shield right now. Brandt has 2 hits. I got 1 block, but it's a crit, which means he gets to roll again.
You get an additional die, right?
Yep.
So I got 3 hits.
And I have 1 block so far. 1 block for 3 hits, so I take 2 damage.
Yep. And then I gain 1 from Red Skull's ability.
And 2 damage over here. Cap is damaged.
Oh, I had to spend 2 energy to get that ability.
I
didn't realize it, which makes much more sense. But that still sets me up. So now I'm going to do... Oh, I didn't check if I was... Am I range 3 of you? Yeah? All right, so now I'm going to do Metallic Fury.
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good.
I can choose if it's punch or energy, but that doesn't matter.
Correct, because either way I could use my shield.
All right, and I get 7 dice.
Oh my goodness. Brandt's cheating, people.
And then it's bleed, so you gain bleed if I roll a wild. So I get 1 additional die.
Yep.
These can't be re-rolled, right? Nope.
So 3 hits.
Just 3 hits.
I'm going to use my superpower. It's the first time Cap's using a superpower, so the cost is reduced by 1. He's going to use shield to gain 2 defense, so I'm going to roll 6 dice of defense. I wonder if you bleed me even if I defend it all. I don't know that I'll defend it all, but if I do. 1, 2 defense. So I don't defend it all, so I will have bleed. So I take 1 damage and bleed. Which you'll kindly look up for my turn because Ultron's done.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Iron Man.
Yeah, so the interesting, people are saying, somebody said, Hulk is really good in this game. No doubt.
He also costs 6 points, whereas Iron Man
characters
costs
are 3.
Black Widow costs 2.
The other note, now this is just how it worked out this time, he's sitting in the middle of the battlefield where there's nothing for objective points.
Right.
So ever since Minis games have switched over to objective-based,
Yeah.
A powerful character can achieve an objective, but it's not the same as just destroy everything or be, he's
Right.
basically undestroyable. I have to focus everybody on him. Now, had you been able to interact and pick up the decoy, that would be huge.
Right.
Because I'd have to do 20 damage in order
halt.
to get those 2 victory points away from you.
No, he doesn't have a lot of defense. He's like 2-2-3.
Right. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He'd be amazing if you did that, But different. I haven't even looked at my cards.
All right. Well, let's see what we can do here with Iron Man.
Yeah, we haven't thrown anything yet. It seems like your characters tell you if they can throw things more than the game tells you can throw things.
Okay, you guys are within 2 of each other. That matters. How much life does Doc Ock have left? 2 or 1?
2. Yeah, so this is interesting. The main rulebook doesn't talk about dazed. Because they have an online rulebook, right?
Yeah.
Or what was the ability you had? Bleed?
All right, so I am going to repulsor blast you. It's one of those no-cost attacks. And I'm going to use Friday AI to add 2 to it. So I'm going to do 6 dice. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to target, this is energy. What's Red Skull's energy defense?
Red Skull's energy defense is 3.
And so is Doc Ock's.
Correct.
So we'll go at Doc Ock.
Oh, bleed. So Cap suffers a damage at the end of each of his activations.
That makes sense.
Not too bad.
Okay.
I would have thought it would have been at the end of the round, but same difference.
So I have given you
Oh my.
6 damage
On Ultron?
on Doc Ock
Oh, okay.
with a squiggly push. Which I can
Squiggly push?
you if I want.
You talking
to.
about S?
No, it has a push, but I'm not gonna. This squiggly. Yeah, I mean, you can't block. Well, I guess you could roll a lot of crits. So good luck. You
No
block
crits.
1.
All right. So he takes 2. He's dazed, and then I drop this token, which is the scroll. So you have to interact to pick that up?
So I just take an action, interact, and it's in my hands.
It's not an action.
Oh, okay. So I can still take it, then do something with it.
Yep.
I'll interact to pick it up. So interact isn't an action, huh? Interesting. That's fair. I guess the game would be a little lagged if it was. I will repulsor blast Red Skull now. Spending 3 to do another Friday AI, which adds 2 to it. So I'm rolling 6 dice. Can I get another lucky roll? Can I get another lucky roll? Pretty good. 4 damage.
All right. And what was that? Was it energy?
Energy. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Who said that? I agree. Hulk is definitely better here than Marvel Champions.
So I can actually pay 2 to make you target somebody else nearby.
If I had range for them, right?
That's cool. All right. I don't remember how much damage you said you did. I blocked 2. Did you do 3? Okay. So I blocked 2, so I take 1.
How'd you block 2?
That counts as a block.
Yeah, that's not
oh,
a
that
block.
doesn't. Thank you. So I blocked 1, so I take 2.
And you gain 2 power, and that's it for Iron Man. He is done. Oh, I got left is Cap. All you got left is Red Skull and Crossbones. And you're going first next turn.
All right. So I will go with Red Skull. And... How much power does Iron Man have on him? Because I can steal it.
1.
Just 1.
You stealing my power for?
All right, so I'm going to use the Cosmic Cube, which... Oh, it is an action. Darn it. It lets me roll. I gain 3 power, and then I take damage based on rolling skulls.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That's cool.
But you already have a lot of power. It's not like you need it for... I assume none of your attacks are more than 4 or 5.
Yeah, I guess I'll just unleash the cube on you.
Oh, sure. Unleash the cube on poor little
After it resolves, I can throw him, which I figure makes sense because then you'll be out of range of that token, right? Okay, so I'll spend 4, and I will deal... Well, see, I could just attack twice, which I think makes more sense. But this one also throws you?
Is
I'm
it
just
only
afraid
if you roll
that
a
if I
squiggly?
throw you S, you're then out of range 4, but there's no way you're out of range 4 after that. A squiggly? What are you talking about? An S?
The wild.
Oh, yeah, the wild. Yeah. So I'll actually do that first. I'll attack you with 5 dice, then I'll attack you with 7 dice. I'll be nice.
What kind of attack is it?
The first one is a strength, might, and the second one's going to be energy. I mean, I might change if I kill you on the first roll, which I don't expect to, but...
2 damage?
I got 2 damage.
So I automatically reduce it by 1 to a minimum of 1 because I'm Invincible Iron Man.
Okay. I love on our camera Doc Ock's little
1, 2.
things are just sticking up.
I block 2, so I take -1 damage. Do you still get your ability or no to throw me? If you don't damage. That's one thing I don't remember in this game is if you don't do damage, do you still do the...
Oh, it's before damage is dealt.
Okay.
And I rolled the wild, right? Yeah, I rolled a wild and a hit. All right, so I'm going to push you to there. And then I'm going to unleash the cube on you with 7 dice.
This is energy now?
Yep.
And this is range 4, which I assume you have, but it's always nice for people to see that you're checking.
Yeah, this part of the table's hard for people to see. We were like, oh, nobody will be over here.
So...
1, 2, 3, and you get to roll another roll. So even though I can't re-roll that one just for sake of space. Only 3, huh? Man.
Only 3, and Iron Man has 3, but he automatically takes 1 less. So I only got to defend against 2. And I defend 1, so I take 1.
And I gain 1 for dealing a damage to you.
Oh, because of Red Skull's ability?
Did I roll a wild? I believe I did not.
Not that time. I did on defense, but that does nothing for me. Is that it for
Yep.
Red Skull? So I have Cap left. Interestingly enough, Cap is already next to one of these things. So I really gain nothing by coming off. I have a shield throw, which is range 4. So maybe, yeah, I'll shield throw you. Shield toss. Oh, no, shield throw. This attack ignores line of sight, and you don't benefit from cover. It has ricochet. After this attack is resolved, I can make an additional shield throw attack. This attack must target another character within 3 inches of the original target. Oh, so basically from here, I can hit him. That's cool.
There you go.
And I want to have a lot of dice for this because this is fun. So let's see. I am going to play a card. None of these cards do anything for me. Nope, none of these cards do anything for me. So I'm just going to attack you with 4 dice. At range 4, and it's a strength attack. I got a squiggly, so I got 1, which means it ricochets. But first we resolve this. I only have 1 to Ultron.
Okay, and what was it?
Strength, red.
You're at 4.
You block it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I ricochet into...
Crossbones?
Yep. Crossbones gets hit for 2 plus 2 more dice. 2. Just 2.
The only thing he has good defense in is strength.
And
1,
you
2.
block it 3. You block 3.
Yeah.
So Cap did nothing with that shield throw. So that was his first action. His second action will be to do it again.
Howdy, people joining us. You can see my hand waving to you here or here in this camera. I know a lot of people usually tune in this time for Marvel Champions. We're playing a game of Marvel Crisis Protocol. When this is over, we'll probably throw down some champions, so you can check that out.
2 damage to Ultron with
in a
a
little
ricochet.
bit here as well. But we're playing Marvel Crisis Protocol. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if the content we're doing is of value, or you just want to see things pop up and kind of evaluate, because we have a lot of different things on the channel. And you're attacking Ultron same way?
Yep. 2 and it ricocheted again. I roll those squigglies well, which you don't know what a squiggly is.
I know what a squiggly is now. I used 1,
So
I block 1, I take 1.
And then Crossbones, wow. Look at that roll. Look at that squiggly roll.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it can't ricochet again back to Ultron, because that would be...
That would be quite the throw. And I block
2.
2,
So
and I get a bonus?
2. Yeah, a bonus die.
2. So I take 2.
And gain power for that. And I am done with all my activations.
Well, that time you did 3. So I just have Crossbones left.
Yep. And he moves slow, if I remember correctly. What's he got for life?
Slow.
He must have like 5 life, right?
He's got 6 life.
Oh, wow. But he's a cheap guy, right? Does he only cost 2 or 3?
3. I don't have any 2-pointers.
What are you, 3, 3, 4, 5?
3, 3, 3, 4, 4.
Oh, interesting.
Well, I don't think I want any part of Hulk. So I'll go this way. And then that was barely range 4, if I remember correctly.
Oh, you're definitely range 4 right now.
So I have range 3, and I can't get within that token, so that's kind of annoying. So I'm just kind of in no man's land, but I guess I hope I can go first next round, right?
You do
the
go
person
first.
Do I? The person who activated last, if they have the token, gives it to the other person.
Say that again.
The player who activated the last character during the activation phase has the priority token. They pass it to their opponent. So I think in the first turn I went first, but I don't think I will again.
Oh, because you passed it to me because you had more guys.
And now I activate last. I don't have it, so I don't pass it. So I think you get to go first again.
So I have a slight potential benefit of having less characters.
Right.
When I played, we just alternated.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way I'm reading that. Yeah, I think it still just makes sense to go this way at you. Because I just need to get in close range to do anything. Fortunately, it doesn't have a range 4. Oh, is any of this range 4?
I find that hard to believe with his character
No, the one thing I'm going to do is I can reduce damage by 1 by spending a power. That makes perfect sense with Crossbones. Sorry for not reading these.
Oh, that's fine.
All right. So Crossbones is completely behind this building. There's a kind of non-interesting battle going on back here. Should we pop that building out of the way so people can see the models? Such a cool
the building looks cool, though.
Yeah.
I think it's all right. They got the overview.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're right here on the overhead.
So now we go into cleanup phase where we do victory points and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so it looks like I get 1, you get 1, I get 1, you get 1, and then you get 2 more. So it looks like it's just
we both go to 6.
2 and 4. And it's round 3. That was a much longer round than the first one.
Yeah. Well, the first round we didn't have any combat.
Cap takes a damage because of bleed.
Poison. I assume I don't get power for that one.
I would assume so too.
Okay.
All right, so then dazed characters stand back up. But man, that's the thing. You took out 2 of my characters.
Well, Cap's about to go down. You could do nothing to him and it'll go. Oh, does bleed go away or does bleed stay on me?
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, because if it stays on me, I'm dead at the end of this turn, even if I do nothing.
Activated token. Yeah, super easy. It's funny, I always thought Legion was so easy, but this is even more straightforward than that.
Yeah.
But this is just a fun brawl, right? Like
right, you just got to read
Legion
the abilities
actually
on
has
people and all that stuff.
units.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're a little overwhelmed by the abilities, but no biggie.
This is tricky.
All right, 6-6. Place your bets. Who you think's
Oh, we
going to win
gain
here?
power. One.
Oh yeah, and Hulk gets like 100.
I get 3 with Hulk.
That's ridiculous. Did his abilities cost a lot? Did they make him cost 4, 5, and 6, or
3, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, they just wanted to be able to pay for him each time.
I might go with Hulk.
Yeah, Baron Zemo's like, hey. Oh, you can take an action to shake off a condition.
Okay, interesting. How much? You said he has 6 life?
Yep, and he can pay 1 to reduce damage by 1.
Ugh, I'm just hurting here.
Stagger is you have to take a shake action.
Okay.
And stun is you only gain 1 power. That's weird.
Huh.
Yeah, thank you, Cold Pizza. You're on it.
I'm going to spend a second wind, which is Avengers. Any number of allied Avengers characters may spend 1 to play this card. So they're all going to spend 1. Characters that spent 1 remove stun, which none of them have stun, and remove 1 damage. So
do they all have? Oh, remove the damage. I was gonna say, why would you have them all spend?
But it's because of the heal. Just because it kind of gets me to. Now. Oh, this is interesting. This is quite interesting. I'm gonna now. Oh no, I'm not. Oh, this is so hard. I don't know what to do. Who cares, right? Let's just do something fun. I don't like Zemo. I'm going to do Avengers Assemble. You could spend any number of Avengers characters can spend to advance short range. So I'm going to do it with him and with her. And that's it. So short range.
They can all move short range, is that what you said?
Yeah, if they paid 1. That's like get me over here so that I can start getting close to him. Get me over here so I can get close to you. Oh, but I get off this thing. Oh, that's not good. That's fine. All right. Hulk's going to go. Hulk is going to do a strike on Zemo for 6 damage.
Four?
1, 2, 3, 4. I could push you before damage is dealt. I'm not going to.
All right. Block
2 and roll another die.
Block 3.
Right.
That one doesn't trigger. What did you do? 4?
Yeah, so you take 1.
And then I can riposte.
Yes.
Which isn't that useful against him, but I'm just going to get pounded into the ground anyway. So I roll 4 dice. And crits and skulls, I believe. So it looks like I did 1 damage to you. 1 damage.
Okay. And now we're going to spend 3 to do a Hulk smash. 8 dice. Two, 3. 3 damage, and I'm going to stagger you and throw you. The stagger's after. Before, I'm going to throw you short range, but that lands you into the car, which people get to see a special rule.
Nice.
Because I think that damages you hitting the car.
Yeah, I take 1 damage.
So you got to block 3 damage, and then you're also staggered after.
1, 2. 2.
2. So you take 2 total. 1 for the attack and 1 for hitting the car, and then you're staggered.
So I only get 1 power from that, though.
Correct, because I don't think the car doesn't give you power.
But you're still within 3?
Most likely, yes.
So then I can roll to deal damage back to you again. The only thing Zemo has. 1.
You have now triggered Hulk's you won't like me when I'm angry. He now rolls an additional die because he has 3 damage on him.
3 damage triggers that?
Every 3, he gets an additional die on his attacks.
So when he gets to 18, he gets 6 additional dice? Oh my gosh.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
Well, the funny part with Zemo is I haven't been able to do anything because I just keep getting knocked down, stand back up, you know?
And he's staggered now, which means you have to spend an action to get rid of the stagger.
I don't know what staggered is, but I'll use it. Yeah, my first action is just shake it off.
Right.
All right. So let's do Dark Rain.
Ooh, that sounds ominous.
So I'll have Doc Ock spend 3, and then I get to reroll all dice on attacks against Iron Man this round.
Oh, all right.
So then Doc Ock will activate, and I will do arm lasers at range 4.
Yeah. Can measure for the people at home, but you are in range 4.
Interested if I'm in range 3. So that is 6 dice. It's energy, so you're going to block 1 automatically, right?
Yeah, he blocks 1 of every kind of damage automatically.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
An extra die.
And then these 2 can be re-rolled.
Oh, because your ability.
5. So I trigger my special as well. So 5 damage. He's got to block 4.
So 5 minus 1 is 4.
And I can change one of your blocks to a blank.
I block none if you can change 1, because I only blocked 1.
So you take 4?
For Iron Man. Okay. Gain 4 energy. Oh.
And I gain 1 from Red Skull's ability. I assume I'm not in range 3. I'm definitely in range 3, so I will just hit him again.
Hit me again. Energy or...
I could also just throw you. This one's going to be strength.
Oh,
so it's 4 dice. This is just a generic strike, although if I roll the wild, all hits are doubled.
Still wild, 1 hit.
But I can re-roll, so I could re-roll this one, correct?
Correct, not that one. Still
nope,
1.
still 1 hit. All right.
And I block 1. Phew!
Man.
Stayed alive.
That first roll was so good.
So Doc Ock can't go again, so Red Skull's the one that's a problem. How much life does Red Skull have left?
I'll check it 1 second.
He's got 6, and you've taken 2 damage, so 4.
Yeah. Howdy, everybody. Just checking in to say hello. You can't see our faces on screen, so making sure you're there. If you're out there, say hello.
I'm going to trigger Iron Man.
Like and subscribe. If you're coming to watch Marvel Champions, we're probably going to play in a little bit, depending on when this finishes.
I'm going to use Friday AI to add 2
probably
dice.
Closer to 7 o'clock.
And then I'm going to do homing rockets. It ignores line of sight, and if I roll the special, I do damage to an enemy within 2. So if I roll a wild against him, I do a damage to him.
Okay.
This is a strength attack, and I roll 5 plus 2, so I'm rolling 7 dice. And I have 2 critical, so I'll roll 2 more, and there is a wild there. So
This is Iron Man? You get 7 dice?
Yeah, 5 plus 2.
Nice.
So it cost me plenty of energy, but you just gave me a lot of energy by hitting me.
So it's 5?
5, and then Doc Ock just takes 1.
Okay. And it's energy?
No, this is strength.
Oh,
These
strength,
are rockets.
So we get 4.
If I could put Red Skull down, I'm in good shape.
I could spend my 2 to make Doc Ock the target of the attack.
keep Red Skull alive, because Red Skull will only take 1 damage then.
Right. But
Doc Ock will probably
if I
die.
live...
This is my first attack.
First attack, yeah. Okay. So I will retarget that to Doc Ock.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Doc Ock.
I block 3.
So Doc Ock takes 2, Red Skull takes 1. How much does it cost for you to redirect? 2?
Yep.
I have to do 3 damage to kill you?
Yep.
I am going to use Repulsor Blast and Friday AI. Nope. Friday AI costs 3. I only have 2 left. So what's Red Skull's defense against energy and strength? 4 and 3?
Correct.
All right,
4 against strength, 3 against energy.
I'll do a regular Repulsor Blast, which is energy.
Okay.
But I could potentially push you away. No damage. Let me see. Is there a card that lets me reroll dice? I don't think so. No.
Yeah, this is where the game
we're
gets
good.
bogged down with
I did not hit you.
cards and things, right? I had a couple tricks up my sleeve. I have a remove dazed
Oh, cool.
from a person card, and I have a
Yeah, I thought I gave you good cards, but you haven't played many yet. You've
no,
played
yeah,
one.
no, I generally know when they trigger, and I have another one which is there's another good one that I can't find.
Now, did you flip? You flipped.
Oh, I can spend. Anybody can spend 3 to let somebody re-roll their defense dice. So Zemo's got all these tokens; he can spend them.
Okay.
So I like the cards where you can use them regardless of range, because range can get trickier. All right, so we will go with Red Skull. My first action will be to hopefully not knock myself out. I will take 3 energy and roll 5 dice, and skulls deal damage to me. So if I roll 3 skulls, I rolled 0. That just would have been ridiculous. Then I will unleash the cube on
Iron Man.
for 7 dice.
This is energy.
Yep. And if I deal damage, I can throw him S distance, and I can stun him as well. How much health does he have left?
1.
Okay.
Which is why I was trying to kill. Oh, you only did 2.
Do I have anything to reroll? Same as you, right?
I might have gotten lucky here because I reduce it by 1.
No, this would have been when the active character targets an enemy with an attack. Nope.
So 2?
Just 2.
Minus 1 because I'm
Yep,
invincible.
you just need to block
Iron
1.
Man.
With 3 dice. Blocked it. Just 1.
Just 1.
Man, that's a big difference. All right.
My go?
No.
Okay.
No, I spent them all.
You're like, no.
2 each to play this card. I can activate somebody, but he has to spend 2, which I don't have, so. All you.
All right. I think I'm going to go with...
No, I have rerolls against him. My card.
Oh, for this turn.
Yeah.
Well, you did 2 on 4
and I had
dice.
2 skulls. I did 2 on 7 dice.
Oh, the other attack. Okay.
But I had 2 skulls. So I get 3 more rerolls.
How much did you hit me for?
2. I hit you for 2.
Oh, okay.
blocked.
So you have 3 rolls.
Is that fair?
Yeah, sure.
I was like, oh,
At
this
least you
card
got
was
the
key.
reroll.
Yeah, no, agreed. It was tricky, but it's like, oh, that
No,
makes a
that's
big difference.
fine,
That
that's
card was
fine.
key to Trying to
So now
knock
they're
him down.
done. They can't do anything. You don't have a card that'll let them activate to kill Iron Man. So I'm just debating whether I go with. All right, then Cap is going to go after Jerkface here. And he's going to push. Well, he's going to just attack.
I don't know. I have a card that says I can pay 6 and somebody within range 3 can activate again. Or activate, but I assume if they're already activated, they couldn't activate again.
Right. I think it's to get you 2 turns.
2 turns in a row. I agree.
Right. Cap. Shield Slam looks nice. Yes, I'm going to Shield Slam you. It costs 2. It costs 1 less for the first ability used. 6 dice strength. Are you size 2 or less?
Yeah.
So I will then be able to throw you into this building. 4, 5, 6.
Ultron is my only size 3. I assume Hulk is size 5.
4.
4.
Ultron's pretty big.
Yeah. He's size 3.
And then I get to roll again for that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage coming at you.
Okay. Got 4 to block.
Block 2. So you take
3, and I can decrease it by 1.
So you take 2, and then I slam you into this. Boom. Which you take 1 for getting knocked into the building.
Okay. And I assume the 1. I haven't been taking energy for the getting knocked into a building.
Yeah, I hadn't either.
It says as cause of a opponent's effect, and that doesn't feel like it. That feels like a terrain effect, right?
Yeah. So you took another 1 for hitting the building,
yep,
I assume?
I'm at 4.
All right, and then I want to strike you. I feel like I'm just going to Shield Slam you again. Because why not?
Oh, look at that. I should have done that last turn. When he takes damage, he can move forward.
Oh, interesting.
So when you hit me with the thing, I could have moved.
16.
All right.
And I'm throwing you into the building again.
So I basically have to block it all. And I blocked none. So I could use this to re-roll.
Even if you re-roll and block it all, I think you still die, right?
Yeah. Dang it. I wish I had used that. That's the problem with these, right? When you don't read the ability. All right, so I take 2 and I'm dazed.
I'm done. Oh.
All right.
Oh, I'm going to pass the token to you because I'm going to go last. Because all you got left is Ultron. Oh, no, you got Baron Zemo. Never mind.
But Cap takes a damage and goes down
When does the bleed happen?
at the end of his activation.
No, he doesn't. Remember, I healed 1.
Darn it.
Yeah.
The whole time
That's
I
why.
was thinking.
That's why I healed
Gotcha.
the 1 with that card. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, now he's 1 from going down.
Yeah. All right, so I get Energy Blast. Which makes sense. All right. So I will Energy Blast Cap with Ultron for 5 dice. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Hey, I got a good roll. So 5 hits against him.
Cap? What kind of damage?
Energy.
All right, so I'll do the Vibranium Shield to add 2, so I get 6 dice, but I'm still probably dead here. I have to block 5 and 6 dice. 3 crits. Block 1. Cap goes down.
All right, and I gain an energy. I really like that ability from Red Skull. Just deal damage.
Do you think I gain energy for taking the 1 damage before going down?
How much did he have left?
1. So I would just take 1.
Yeah, you gain the energy because you're dazed. Okay. I also gain for each damage I deal to you, but you can't deal past the threshold.
So I gain 1 and you gain 1.
Yeah, I gain 2 because I gain 1 for dealing damage.
Right.
Then I'm going to spend 4 And I'm going to play this card, and I can stand Crossbones up and remove a damage from him. Undaze him and remove a damage from him.
But isn't all his damage gone?
No, it's not gone until the end of the round.
So he's not actually dazed
Right. So
anymore.
Cap would be at 5, whatever his health was. He'd be
If
at
I had
5
an
damage.
option of healing him before the end of the round.
Yep.
Oh, so that card I gave you was really good for dazed.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
But I don't think it's an action. It says active. That's
The active player has to play it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That makes sense.
Now I have a second thing, so am I getting Hulk, I guess, at this point?
Make Hulk angry. Hulk wants more dice.
Where did all of Ultron's energy just go? Oh, I just spent 4 to do that.
Yes.
Okay.
This game's so much fun.
I guess I just hit him with the same thing. 5.
Who? Hulk.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do. Do I move to get out of his range? I don't think so. Can he move as a reaction to me attacking him?
Hulk?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Then I'm okay.
But I am the strongest one there is.
I don't want to attack him and then he moves.
I have Gamma
closer.
Leap. I can spend 3 to move 2 during my turn, but
right,
I've
but I can
always
get
had
the
that.
victory point.
Yeah.
I don't want to attack you and then it affects me getting the victory point.
1 to Hulk.
Yeah.
What kind of attack?
Energy.
Hulk blocks it.
All right.
So now it's my go with Captain Marvel. All right. She is going to first. What is Red Skull have left for life? He's got to be almost dead.
He has 3. Because I targeted it all over to Doc Ock last time.
I'm going to move with her. She moves medium. I want to get, within range
Mike,
of
we'll
this.
do Cloud Age at 8. Not stream, just play. We'll talk about it. Yeah, oh yeah, that's fine.
And she's going to rocket punch you. Cost 3, but 2. And if I roll a wild, it's staggered. 7 damage. This is energy.
Who's she hitting, Doc Ock?
No.
Oh, Red Skull.
Red Skull, because I want to get you off that point. Ooh, 1 more die because of that.
It's like 5.
Still 5, right?
Yep.
5. And you're going to be staggered.
Yep.
Block
Block
1.
1.
Thank God.
So that will take 4. So I will use Zemo's thing to re-roll dice. Because if I can block 2, I live, right?
I did 5 to you.
1, 2.
So you take 2.
What'd you do? 5 to me? Sorry. So I take 2 and live.
But you're staggered.
Yep.
Son of a gun. Man. I tried to steal a point there.
Well, you gave me good cards. You really did. You were like, oh, you're not using your cards. And then they were all very specific situations, you know? Especially when you understand, like, objectives,
Oh, God,
right?
yeah.
Like, it makes a big difference there. All right. So, Crossbones. So I assume if you're dazed, you're not going to count.
Correct.
So Crossbones is just going to move.
Yeah, I figured. You can get him over here if you want to get in camera view.
Here. And then do nothing. Do I have both my characters left, or do you have a character left?
That's it for me.
I think because you went first, right? And Crossbones was down.
And then you got him back up.
Yep. So then Baron Zemo shakes his off. And I have no idea because all he's done has been punched all game.
Other than Ultron, all your guys are like ready to die. I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, not die. Get dazed.
No,
or
3
die.
are about to die.
Oh, all 3 of them have been flipped already?
Oh, he would not be
You
flipped.
never flipped him,
You're right.
You never flipped him.
All right, so Zemo can move far, so I could come over here, which I think is going to make the most sense. Target of attack. Okay, yeah, I didn't even look at Zemo. He gets a reroll every attack and every defense.
Oh, wow.
I don't think it mattered against Hulk punching him for.
Yeah, Hulk just kind of
He
smashed.
also can move far, so I think I just bring him into this battle over here.
Yep.
He only gets one. All right, end of the round.
I think
So I've got
we tie 'cause
one,
you get
two,
and
nobody,
and 2 for me.
and 2 there. So 2 and 2.
Yeah. I think this round is really going to determine the outcome because
Yeah.
one of us is going to gain a leg up this round.
Agreed.
But I still go first.
Yep.
And
So
Cap
everybody
stands
gains
up,
a power.
except Hulk gains 3.
Yeah. I like this just gain power.
Yeah,
Because otherwise
it'd
you'd be kind of stagnant, right?
tricky. Yeah.
Crossbones has so much because all he's done is run across the battlefield. So he has 8 power. So I'm just ready to beat the snot out of Cap.
Oh man.
I feel like I'm glad that Ultron is the one facing Hulk. He feels like he has the best shot.
Yes. Oh man. What do I got for cards here? Sorry, let me just look.
Oh, yikes. That sounds scary.
What do we think the size of this terrain feature is? 3?
Which one?
This.
5. Buildings are all 5.
Buildings are all 5.
I assume this is 5 as well. That truck is too big, right? This is, I guess, very small.
Just right. That's a big building. That's why I didn't know if they had sizes.
I'm intrigued that the dump truck is bigger than the building.
Because I have this card smashed, which I could destroy. If the terrain feature is smaller than Hulk, he could destroy it.
Yeah, as far as I know, buildings are 5.
Hey, what's Red Skull have for life?
1.
Iron Man's going to 1-2 punch Doc Ock.
Yeah.
So he spends 1, and he's going to do a homing rockets. And Captain Marvel spends 1 because she's within 1. They each spend 1 to add 2 to the attack roll. So my attack roll it ignores line of sight. It's range 5, which I don't think is a problem. It's going to do 1 to him if I roll a wild.
Nice.
Gotta roll a wild, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 dice. 7 dice. And this is a red defense. It's a strike. I rolled a squiggly, and I rolled 1 crit, so I get 1 more die for another hit. Whew, this is huge.
Yeah, I feel like you being able to go first with the 4 characters
It's really helping.
is a big deal, yeah.
Which I didn't know that. I assumed.
I mean, that's the way I'm reading it.
No,
Maybe
you
I
read it.
wrong.
I forgot.
I also
that
read
rule.
the quick rule. So
1,
do you
2,
think you did
3,
7?
4, 5, 6.
6. And it's energy, I assume?
Nope. Fisty fist
Okay.
to Doc Ock.
I blocked 3, but that's still 3 damage.
Yep.
That's not enough to knock him out.
No.
He's got 6 on this side.
Oh, that's good. And then, but it does 1 to Red Skull.
And that will take him out. I don't have any fancy ways to get rid of that.
Oh, we got to take our thingies back.
Oh, yeah.
So now I got 1 left with Iron Man. I'm just going to do a straight old repulsor blast for 4. Try to take out Doc Ock. For every point of damage, I get an energy. 2. And I'm going to be able to push you small, which could hit you into the car. So,
You don't need to roll a wild, you just can push? Oh, I didn't even.
So I did 2 to you. This is energy. You block 1.
He's officially
Got our
done.
first fatality.
I feel like I'm pretty done.
Well,
With
now
him,
that he's
him dazed and him out of the game.
just
I mean,
helped
maybe
tremendously.
I could concentrate and take Cap down, but I don't know that it matters because you've got two people fighting over this and that. That's 3 points every round, and I don't think Ultron is actually able to beat Hulk. But I will go with Crossbones and see what I can do.
He's gonna wreck Cap.
Yeah. So the next strike or overpower I do this turn gets +3 dice for 4 energy. And then
Oh, Cap's in trouble. We are on round 4. Like I said, I think this is the last. I think this round will determine. I think we'll be able to figure out an end game. No pun intended.
all right, and then I will strike for 8 dice. Yeah, it'd be interesting if I take Cap out here.
I'm gonna do my best.
Put me back in the game. But I mean, what does he have? 5 health or 6?
6 on this.
So that's
side.
going to be tough. I'm not going to necessarily. Do it with
He
8.
has. I do this all day. Oh my goodness.
When he dies, he comes back again.
No. So when defending against attacks, this character adds blanks in its defense roll to its total successes.
Gotcha. So you have to roll skulls and hits to miss. Well, I do not add blanks. So I got 2 on 8 dice.
So you got to roll one more because it was a crit.
No, thank you.
2 on 8 dice.
Wow,
And what is this? Strength?
Yeah.
All right, so I have 4.
How did I get 2?
And I blocked 4 because of the blanks count.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I get 5.
I guess he's not going down.
I guess Cap's other side gets better.
All right.
Was that true of some of your other characters?
I don't know. I didn't realize their abilities changed, so I didn't read them.
I didn't either
then-
until you said he had more life, and then I'm like, wait, he's got an extra
I guess I'll
line
just do
here.
it again. I spent 4 more energy because I had all that energy saved up, and I rolled 2 again.
Wow. 3.
3.
All right.
Wow.
Let's see if I could roll blanks again. Yeah, I blocked 4. Oh, my God. That makes Cap so
That's
good.
ridiculous.
Maybe that's why he's worth 4 points.
All right.
Because I didn't think he was that powerful, like, offensively, you know?
Yeah. I don't actually know how I defeat him. If you can roll blanks.
I mean,
And,
that's...
well, especially if I rolled 8 damage and you could roll 4 blanks, then at least I do 4 damage.
Exactly. All right, I'm going to go
6
with
damage.
Captain Marvel. We're going to shoot Zemo because we don't like Zemo. We're going to just do an energy blast. 4 dice. I gain 1 after this attack. And I may re-roll any number of attack dice for this. I assume I cannot roll the skull. So 3 damage to Mr. Zemo, who I think you have re-rolls with him as well. Or something. You said you had something.
He gets 1 reroll. Yep. Was it strength? It doesn't matter. Strength or it wasn't.
It was
Mystic,
energy.
right?
It was energy.
It's still 3 dice either way.
Block 2.
Sorry. 3. Did you hit me for 3?
Yes.
You saw it over here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just laughing at you. She gains, and now she's going to just do it again. Yeah, she's going to do it again. 2, 3, 4. She can re-roll. She can't re-roll skulls. 1
That's
damage.
a good Captain Marvel ability. Reroll missed dice. I like that.
Yeah, just on that 1 attack. Hey, I did 1. Oh, but you could re-roll as well. I still did 1.
Hey, I live. I have 1 health left.
You're up.
All right, Zemo will go. Zemo will. I'm like figuring out how Zemo works now. Like long range, take hits, hit back. So he will go to base contact there, which I don't think really does it. There's some overlapping rules, but I don't know how they make sense in this game. Just put yourselves next to each other, like, right? I don't know. Unless I guess I could see Hulk running into somebody and pushing him over.
Hulk smashing, basically.
All right, and I will Steel Rush
Sounds like you're hitting me for a lot.
So it's just 6 dice and then
Okay.
bleed if I roll the wild.
Well, the way you've been rolling,
Yeah. 1.
you
I get 1 reroll. 2. Would that reroll trigger?
Yeah, because it's not off of.
2.
I am fine. I block 1 and I take 1 less because I'm Invincible Iron Man.
And you do not bleed. I am done. I can't take out. He has 1 health left for a while now, right?
That ability, take 1 less damage, is huge. Guess who's going? Hulk. He's gonna.
I figured I didn't want to hit him before he hits me.
Yeah, he's gonna Gamma Leap. Does he need to Gamma Leap? Yeah, he does. He's gonna Gamma Leap, which moves him range 2. Actually, let's put you.
Oh, does he push?
No, I didn't want to overlap the thing because so people can see it. And he's just gonna strike you once, and then maybe he'll do something else. All right, strike. I do 1 extra die damage because I have 3 damage on me. So this will be 7 instead of 6 dice. This is a strike, and I could push you if I get a squiggly. I get 2 more dice because of the 2 crits. Excuse me, and I did get the squiggly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
Block 3. 3.
So you take 2.
Got 3 health left.
And then I'm going to do it again.
Oh, you know what? I bet Zemo didn't have that ability on this side to reroll dice. No, he did. I was thinking how you said they got better, you know?
At least Cap did, but he is the leader, so that does make sense.
Yeah,
2
that's
more
true.
dice. 3, 4 damage with a squiggly line.
Here. Oh, were you supposed to push me?
I chose not to.
I block 2. 2.
So 1. I will push you now. That's it for Hulk.
Yeah, my cards don't.
I will
work
pass
anymore
first
either.
player to you this time, I think.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Ultron will go. That's weird. I have to spend a move.
That's why I pushed you.
Yeah, no, that stunk. Yeah, it's weird. Like I can throw this at you, but I don't know what that benefits. It just deals a damage to you, or does it deal a damage based on size?
Probably deals with damage based on size.
So I could deal 3 damage, but that's just like have another die. But of course, it's 3 damage
out of 20.
Yeah. Well, are you at 3?
Yeah. So it really hurting Hulk right now doesn't help anybody.
Well, I'll just try to Metallic Fury him. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm just gonna bow to you after this turn.
I
because
think
I'm not gonna
I
win
have
the game.
it. But
Oh, I think you'd be on. I mean, I can't kill. Had I been able to kill Cap?
right. Well, and if Cap can take him down right now and get the extra point.
Oh, does
for
Cap
that,
still have an attack?
Yeah, Cap hasn't gone
Oh,
yet.
gotcha. Yeah. I mean, just you taking Red Skull and Doc Ock and then moving him. It was just. So we'll see if we can
And
do.
Zemo's 1 life away from dying, though. You did have a good roll there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
I don't get any rerolls.
This is red damage.
Yeah. Oh no, energy.
Same deal for Hulk. I blocked none.
So that is interesting with Hulk. He doesn't have a lot of defense. So the 20, you get more
Right.
powerful. If you had defense and you were crawling, 2 to 4 to 6 to 7 to
Right.
9, then he'd be so powerful. But at least I could be like, here's 5 extra dice just before you die. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a little better to me than like you getting an activation every turn, more dice. And I will do the same thing again.
1, 2, 3, and roll another die.
I just
3.
keep knocking these out.
I block 1, so 2. But that adds a
And he
third
bleeds.
And he's bleeding, which is what one of these is for.
All right, so Cap.
Cap is going to mess with this guy. He's going to strike him and then shield slam him after. So let's strike first for 5 dice. 1, 2, 3. And that's a no-cost attack. One, 2 damage. 2 crossbones with a red strike.
2 damage with a red. Sorry.
You're fine.
Block 1. And that
Takes 1.
dazes him.
So his other action, he'll do nothing because he doesn't want to leave the victory point marker. But I activated last, so I passed the first token to you, but then
you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 victory points, and I get 0. So I will
So that was the
call
difference.
it for you, even though you have to get to 16. It's because in 2 rounds with 4 attacks, I couldn't take him down.
Right. That was huge. And honestly, you were going first, so you probably take him down with Zemo, but then Marvel's going to take Zemo down, so you won't even get to 2 for that.
Yeah.
And I think I'll be able to hold these 2 to get to 16 or 15, whatever.
Yeah, Hulk being able to push him was huge.
Yeah. He had to
I don't
push,
really
he had to
know.
push.
I mean, I guess I can roll 7 dice, but every time I rolled 7 and 8 dice, I just didn't do 6 and 7 damage.
I feel like this, now what's interesting is at the beginning we're like, hey, do you want to be villains or heroes? You're like, I'll take villains.
Yeah.
I feel like at least in the starter box, the heroes seem to be a little better.
Yeah, there's a couple ability triggers that I missed, and these, as good as the other 3 cards that you gave me were, these 3 cards are so based on range and 2 characters having energy. Your characters seem to more consistently have 2, 3 energy on them. I was like, my characters would spend all theirs to do their abilities.
Well, what's interesting is the balancing act is Cap, every Avenger, their first ability costs 1 less, whereas yours with Red Skull is when you do damage, you gain 1, right? So
yeah,
similar, but not for people's benefit. I think you can see these are all the characters in the game. So this is quite a large pile of characters. So, you know, when you're ready to play this game, you're going to pick your 10 characters you want to make your team with. And then once those mission cards are decided, you're then going to, from those 10, pick the point value. So you could have a mix of villains and heroes in your team, in your 10-person team, as well as in your team that gets chosen. And then there's also a stack of these action cards that Brandt and I were using. That's just, I mean, I don't even have the time or the patience right now to look through these to pick what are the best 8, you know, for Brandt's or mine team. I just kind of picked Cabal and Avengers ones and then some random ones that looked reasonable, which I will say that one that lets you come back from being dazed was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm looking at these. The tricky part with these, like especially Red Skull, is he has a lot of powers that cost energy, and it seems like they could be good. Like he can pick up a character within range 4 and move them 2. Okay,
so you can get someone off a victory point marker, right?
No, an allied character.
So get him
so
within
it's like
range.
Trying to move somebody like a Crossbones. Now, the biggest mistake I made was that turn where when you hit Crossbones with the shield, he should have been able to move S towards you. Then he would have moved and charged you on that turn.
Right.
So I would have had one more turn on Cap.
Down earlier.
Which means he would have gone down
But
earlier.
I got to tell you, once you flip Cap over, he's hard to get down.
Yeah.
I mean, 6 damage, 4 defense dice, and blanks count.
And
Essentially,
again, those turns where I rolled double 8s and I got 2 and 3 hits. If I had just gotten 5 and 6 hits, there'd at least be damage on Cap.
Correct.
Still, you were blocking 3 and 4 out of 5 and 6, so I'm doing 2 and 3.
Right.
It wasn't much. Although, is his health like 5?
6 on the second form.
Yeah. Yeah, my health doesn't really go up. My characters don't really change from side to side.
Iron Man doesn't change
Crossbones
at all.
went down. It's hard to know. I'm not going to try to go through all these.
Oh, wait a minute. Iron Man gets a unibeam when he's hurt.
Gotcha.
Which is a blast 5 attack for 6 damage, costs 4. This attack ignores line of sight and defending character does not benefit from cover. So yeah, the characters, at least some of them, change after they're injured.
Yeah.
She doesn't. Captain Marvel doesn't change. She no gain life. So So what's interesting is Captain Marvel's 12 life, 6 and 6, whereas Hulk is 20, but she's got a little more defense dice than him. So his 20 life, while it seems daunting, actually, I think his 20 life, I think Captain America's harder to kill than Hulk. Because Captain America
I don't think they're trying to make Hulk hard to kill.
Right.
They're making him strong.
Right. They're just basically...
You want to get him to 13 damage and go first and just take him down.
You want to basically concentrate and drop him.
You don't want him to sit at 12 or 15 damage.
Because Cap's got 5 life, but he's got 4, 4, and 3 for defense. Plus he's got the shield to add dice. And on the other side, he still has the shield. He still has the defense of 4, but his blanks count. So Cap is... Out of the characters I've seen, he might be the hardest one to actually physically
Look, we turned the lights
kill.
off, and then we forgot to turn them on again. So.
Oh, jeez, was it dark? I wonder.
No, it wasn't actually that dark. This light, especially we're on this side of the table with these overhead lights, so we did okay, but we'll have to remember. So
yeah,
awesome. Well, that's Marvel Crisis Protocol. We only played 4 rounds. I conceded, but I mean, next round, if Larry got to 16 points, it was over. So if I probably take Iron Man down, like he said, and then most likely he definitely takes Baron Zemo down. So it would have been a matter if I could do it with Red Skull.
Right.
And then maybe I would stay alive and get my 2 points, but I don't know how I'd fight for both of these. He might just take Captain Marvel and go that way just to get points at that.
Yeah.
At that point, for lack of a better way to say it, or even just your lead that you have on me if we just waited 6 rounds. So, and I guess it happens a little more often than not in minis games that somebody will concede before the 6 rounds.
Yeah, if you can see it, right? Yeah. If you could see it, if it's reasonable to say.
To me, it was the 3 activations you decreased for me in that turn.
Yeah.
Once I lose 3 activations out of 5, I've only got 2 characters.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
It's just, even though the next turn I'm going to get 4, it was just a little different. So, and it was my bad because I had bad dice rolls. If I had any dice rolls with just like a +1 hit,
And that's what I was saying with all of these games. Like one of the ones that Mike and I are probably going to show soon is that Riot Quest, which is not a heavily strategic. It's a fun, quick game where dice rolling is just much worse than this in terms of, I rolled 8 dice and didn't get 1 hit, right? Like that's how it happens,
Yeah.
At least here there's some mitigation where you can re-roll. I like the blowing up the crits. I like re-rolling, getting another die for the crits. That's nice. Because even with 4 dice, you could look to do a little bit more damage rolling those crits. And I'm glad those crits count on defense too. And the squigglies, I call them squigglies, the wilds count on defense too. I think that's huge.
The other thing we didn't explore is like getting on top of something. Right. I'm wondering what you could do if you would be then able to do things. But I guess with objective tokens that you have to be near, it didn't make sense to stand at a distance.
Knowing where the objectives tokens were going to be, we could have put a building.
Right.
And I've had that before.
On top of the building, and then you've got to get up there.
Right. So
and then picking up these had it done. If this does 3 damage to Hulk, and I could just throw that and hit him without having to attack him, that might have been a better move. Just throw the car at him.
That might have been a way to get rid of Cap.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Push Cap into it, right? Push into a building.
Throw something at him. Throw something.
So he can do this all day, but he. So.
Nice. Awesome. Well, that's Marvel Crisis Protocol. Thanks for watching, everybody. I think we're going to take down, and are we going to come back and play a quick
this is size 4.
Oh, there you go.
Someone said it has a number on the bottom. Oh, this is size 3 because it's a smaller building.
Oh, really? Okay, they said that buildings were size...
And what is that one?
4. Okay, my bad then. Something in the book said that it's size 5, but I think it was saying a hero on top of a building counts as size 5. Which would be 3 plus 2.
Well, now
so
the reason why that mattered, just because this is a funny card, is I had that weird Smash. If the active character's within 1 and the terrain feature smaller, I could spend 2, destroy the terrain feature, gain its size in dice on my next attack.
Oh, there you go.
So that's pretty
nice.
That's pretty cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. Remember to like and subscribe. We got lots of things coming on the channel, adding more things, so you definitely want to be subscribed to the channel so that you can see all the things that come out as we add minis games and card games and more board games and more people to the streaming channel, hopefully more days a week. Probably, like Larry said, pushing towards the summer, not next week.
Can you show this on the camera real close?
Sure.
Only because I want to show Garrett did a little Pac-Man to a ghost with the little balls, and it's so neat that he took that detail, making the Pac-Man, right? Like he's done graffiti on the garbage can.
Yeah.
So,
awesome.
If you're an artist or if you're into the hobby of painting, this game offers a lot of fun in that regard. And from the gameplay, it's somewhat strategic, but it's more the theme. If you're into Marvel superheroes and villains, and you like the theme, you can have a lot of fun with this game, recreating movie battles, just recreating, comics, strip scenes, and just doing some cool stuff, right? Hey, we get to see Hulk fight Cap because they could be on different teams.
Yeah, that is interesting.
That kind of stuff. So
nice. Awesome. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, I'm the Brandt.
I'm Larry.
And we hope you step
into the portal.
Bye, everybody.